All right, exploding the incubator. Take one. So why did we just blow up a brand new incubator? Well, there's more to the story. Let me tell you why this was the worst, or should I say the most annoying incubator we've ever tested. Here we go. We've got a new hatching video for you. We just had a package come in from an eBay order. So let's open this up, see what we got. People package eggs in all kinds of ways, and this is a new one. They put shredded paper inside of some trash bags. See a little bit of yolk on the edge of this, so I think maybe an egg or two might have busted. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I found the cracked egg. Everything else looks all right. I'll just have to make sure to dry off all the eggs. Okay, so right off the bat, I like what I see. I see 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I think the order was for 10 plus 2, so I think they already sent me like 3 extras. This one right here broke. Oh, second one. Second egg broke. Third egg with a big crack. Fourth egg, big crack. This egg doesn't have an external crack, but it's got like lines on it, like it's possibly cracked. I bet that one's gonna go bad, we'll see. So the remaining 10 or 11 eggs here are Am Chimani eggs. Some people call them Samani, but from what I've seen, it's Am Chimani.
Am Chimani.
And these are all black chickens, from their beak to their tongue, to their meat, to their bones. Everything is black, except for their eggs. You'll see some pictures online. It'll show black eggs too. I've never seen them in person. I think somebody photoshopped those. Now, you might be saying, hey Jake, you already have Am Chimanis. Yes, we have Johnny Cash, the chicken in black, our rooster, and he's getting up there in age. He's gonna be 5 years old here this winter in a couple months. We have 2 hens, and we actually separated them out over the summer because some people wanted some Am Chimani eggs, and we got like 1 egg in a week. Our Am Chimanis are getting pretty old, and so I can't breed them anymore to get eggs, and so here it is, late summer. I wanna incubate these eggs, hatch them out, and then next spring, hopefully they'll be ready for breeding to be able to sell and hatch more of their eggs. Now, let's check out the incubator. Now, I always get some funny comments that are like, hey, this guy spent a ton of money on some really good eggs. Let's try it out on a piece of junk Chinese incubator. Well, you got that right. That's what we're gonna do today. We had a Chinese company that wanted to send us an incubator to test out, so I'm gonna test it out with these eggs. Yep, that's right. So this company, this incubator, Van Poopubs. So a company asked to send us this incubator, and we've been waiting on a project to test it on. Oh, and stay tuned to the end of this video because this incubator, and we've got a couple others that have gone unclaimed this year, so we're gonna give them away. We've got our egg tray, our bottom. This looks an awful lot like the Brinzy Maxi Advance, one of my all-time favorite incubators. Let's go plug this in and see how it looks. All right, so the incubator works simple enough. Everything's in Celsius, no big deal. I'll just use internal thermometers there to check the temp. Looks like you can actually do some preset settings from chicken, duck, and then some kind of robot. And then this is between timer for when it'll turn, so I guess every 90 minutes. And then there's an egg handler right there. Oh, I've had just about enough with this incubator. It's driving me nuts. So I've got it covered right now, completely with the styrofoam. I'm trying to figure out how to keep this thing from being loud and beeping. And it says just silence it. You just hit this little minus button, but that's after it beeps. It does not silence it at any point prior to that. Every like 10 seconds. And we sleep right next door, and this thing is so loud. I hate this incubator so much. So much I hate this incubator. Jumps around, temperature, beeps every 10 seconds. It's holding a decent temp for the eggs, but my goodness, the mechanics of this are horrendous. Do not get this incubator. I'm going to contact them and ask them if this is standard or if they need to send me a new one or what's going on here. And if they've got no answers, I'm going to move it over into our Brinzy cabinet incubator. This is nuts. Good grief. Okay, so I've had these eggs in the incubator for a few days. I want to do a preliminary check, see if there's some development in here, and then we may put some of these back in the other incubator. I moved it out to the garage. Good development, good veins. Yep, there's a vein there, along with the yolk. So I like to see that for now. I'll do some more candling later, but for now I think I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment. We had one that was a little cracked right when we first unboxed, and that one ended up kind of exploding in the incubator. So down to 10 eggs. What if we take half of these out of our OBZ Advanced incubator and then we move half out to the Van Popubs incubator out in the garage? Ultimately got to see if this other incubator is any good, if I'm going to be able to judge. It's awful as far as its sound, and I'll show you the sound is as bad as ever out here. Now, I talked to the company about the incubator and told them that I was having issues with the beeping, if there was any way to silence it. And said there's no way to completely silence it. There's a way to temporarily extend the range of the beeps. And they told me I could do that, but it sounded a little complicated. And frankly, it's not going to keep it from beeping because it's cutting out. It's the... We'll give it a shot to see if anything hatches in here, but now we can at least see a better comparison. How many of the 5 eggs will hatch in there? How many of the 5 eggs will hatch out here? I hope they both work out. This is brutal. Every 10 seconds, this thing is cutting out, beeping. Something wrong with the power on this. This incubator is just awful. It's keeping heat, it's holding the humidity correctly. So I can only hope that this is gonna work, but man, this incubator is incredibly annoying. Incredibly annoying. So we are on day 20. You can see now that we're in a new incubator. I had to move the eggs out of here because that's where our pea chicks were hatching over the past week. And so we've got 2 that are already starting to pip. I've cleared out a couple eggs. I did a candling the other day real quick and removed a couple eggs from here and a couple eggs from outside in the really annoying incubator. I was worried about the first egg to pip since it hadn't progressed in about 12 hours. So I went around the egg with a little device to open up the top third of the egg so the chick could finally emerge overnight. And just about 30 minutes later, chick number 2 hatched out. Meanwhile, outside, we had some other chicks hatching as well. You ready to see some baby chicks?
Oh, that's so cute!
Got 4 little baby chicks here. There's one more down here. Where you at? So we moved the Indiogante hen. These are the tallest chickens in the world. And we moved them, this broody hen over here, and then put these maybe 12, 13 eggs under her about 21, 22 days ago. So she just did a great job and hatched out at least 4 here so far.
Oh, wait, please. Happy.
Oh, that's one you like, huh? Good job. Good job, Bella. We'll leave her alone, but we'll eventually take those eggs out because she'll be wanting to get out here and eat and drink, and she won't sit on them anymore. So that way it'll make room so she can sit on the chicks and keep them warm.
Black baby chicks.
These are our Am Chimani chicks. You want to help me take them to the brooder?
I'll try this.
So we had 2 Am Chimani chicks hatch out yesterday. This is one of them. Overall, pretty frustrating and just a difficult hatch. We had during shipment, I think there were maybe 4, and then another one started leaking pretty soon after that. So I think there were 5. And we had a couple others that just didn't develop at all in either incubator. The insane beeping from the Van Pobub's incubator made us put it outside, and then we're left with about 6 eggs that just didn't hatch. So these guys have been in the brooder for a day, and now we've got to put them in somewhere. We've got our chicks we got this past week. They're already a week old. We've got our pea fowl, our little pea chicks in here, and I'm tempted to put these guys in here because I think these pea chicks are going to be pretty calm. I'm not worried about transferring anything back and forth between the pea chicks and the chicks. I think they'll be all right all together. Chicks over here may just be a little too large here at first. You like that chick?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things we love about the Am Chimanis is that they're all black. So you can see their beak, their eyes, their feathers, their toes. And so if you have a good genetics in your Am Chimanis, all of that will be black. If there's any other colors, if they end up getting red on their comb or their wattle, that's not good genetics and you don't want to breed them. So we'll see how these 2 do, but looks like we're going to end up needing some more Am Chimani eggs to hatch so we can have a better breeding flock of them next year.
It's not all black.
What's not black?
That's straight.
It'll be all right. It'll turn out all black. We're going to call it Chase. So I like having them with something else because that'll show them how to how to eat the food and how to drink the water, where to get that from. As long as these pea chicks aren't too tough or they don't smash them when they're running around. But for the most part, I think these pea chicks are pretty calm and they should do all right. So everything about this was weird, just from the way this company really wanted us to test this incubator out, and then when we tested it, that as soon as we told them there was a problem with the beeping, that their first instinct was to blame us and to say it must be because of the temperature wherever you're housing the incubator at. We had it in the house for the first few days and temperature was fine, was steady. And now we've got it out in the barn, and of course the temperature can fluctuate from day to night, but the frustrating thing about this is that all of the eggs fully developed, both in here and in the incubator inside the house. And we just opened them up and there were 6 Am Chimani chicks that made it all the way through the incubation process and did not hatch. And that's the really frustrating part of all of it. But this incubator, guys, it's as well as it operates and keeps heat, the beeping on it is, I don't want anybody in the world to have an incubator that will do this to them. So we talked about a couple scenarios on this, but the boys said, hey, let's go to a fireworks store and find some explosives. All right, show me what you guys picked out here. All right, the proud peacock. Think that'll be pretty exciting.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a really pretty show.
Think the large laying hens will destroy this incubator?
No.
Oh, what's yours?
The spider.
Oh yeah.
It's the thunder bomb.
The thunder bomb. It's got like 2,000 explosives in here. That one should be pretty good. Well, which one should we try first? And then it should just... So it says never to light firecrackers in a closed container. So we try to follow the rules here, but when it comes to an annoying incubator that just won't stop making sounds, it's gonna have to go in a closed container. And yes, we'll get plenty far away. We've got ear protection, eye protection. We'll get behind a lot of things. So kids, do not try this out. All right, so the 2,000 explosives, and we got the little fuse right out here. We'll just light that and boom goes the dynamite. Exploding the incubator. Take 1. See it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing a couple laying hens. We're gonna lay an egg out their back end. Got a real grenade here. Just kidding, it's smoke. Ah! All right, we're gonna try some more firecrackers. All right, and then we've got some TNT. Oh, it says these are 300-second smoke bombs. Let's see what they do here.
It's caught on fire! Oh my god!
is a spark.
You think that's part of the incubator at all, or you think it's fireworks? Whoops, just realized we're gonna make a lot of people mad with putting burnt plastic into the atmosphere. That's our bad. I don't know if we necessarily meant to burn it this way, really just wanted it to blow up. Well, obviously we're not giving away that incubator, but we do have 2 to give away. We have this one that we hatched out some little button quail earlier this year and an Indio Gigante chick or 2. And this incubator we used for our olive egger experiment, where we combined some different breeds to make olive eggs that hopefully they'll start laying this fall. We've got them in with the main flock now. And nobody ever claimed these incubators after those hatching videos. So let me know where you're from, why you want an incubator, and we'll pick 2 random winners here in the next week. We'll see you guys next time.